My name is Johanna Voznak. I am a former Columbia State Community College student and a current graduate student pursuing my master's degree in higher education administration and student affairs. My goal is to work within the community college field once I complete my degree. I was a homeschool student and I never had plans to attend college. Actually, neither of my parents have college degrees, so first generation student here, but I had always seen college as being for exceptionally smart people, and I didn't see myself as fitting into that. About a year and a half after my homeschool graduation, I decided to enroll at Columbia State on a complete whim. I wasn't even really thinking about earning a degree, just wanted to take some classes and see what school was like. I started out not quite knowing how to take tests, write essays, listen to lectures. I didn't really even know what a lecture was. So Columbia State was a time of navigating that unfamiliar territory and learning those basic college skills. My support network, including the Tutoring and Learning Center and my instructors, they challenged my self-perception of not being college ready and provided the support that I needed to ultimately transfer on to a four-year institution and complete my bachelor's degree and end up where I am now. I think one of the benefits of attending a community college is that it provides a smaller, more comfortable environment. Those four-year institutions can be really intimidating. I know I've gotten lost even as a graduate student on my campus. So it can be a little bit stressful, but I've seen a lot of four-year university students wandering aimlessly, not quite knowing what they're doing there, getting lost in the big atmosphere of it all. So community college can be a great option to help a student get acclimated to higher education in a smaller, more supportive context. I think one of the advantages of tutoring from a student's perspective is that it can help a student get out of their own head and develop a more positive mindset. I had never written an essay before college and had no prototype in my mind as to what an essay was supposed to look like. So my experience navigating the community college composition sequence initially involved a significant amount of frustration. I strongly considered dropping out at one point. As I entered Composition 2 with Professor Shane Hall, I began utilizing the Tutoring and Learning Center and intentionally scheduling appointments with the same tutor each time. And with support both within and outside of the classroom, I experienced significant growth, not only in my writing ability, but also my self-efficacy. And in particular, tutoring became a support service that helped to connect me to campus beyond just attending classes. For tutors, I think the tutoring experience can be very rewarding for them. When you work with a student across multiple sessions and you're able to see how that student grows and becomes a more independent learner, it can just be really cool to see that development and to play a part in that. At the University of Delaware, I earned a bachelor's in linguistics as well as a Bachelor of Arts in English with distinction for completing my senior thesis. When I graduated, I was awarded the Margaret Tyndall Award for graduating with the highest cumulative GPA in the Department of English. And then I was accepted into graduate school at Kent State University, where I'm now working toward my master's in higher education, as well as graduate certificates in career and academic advising and community college leadership. I think that community colleges provide an important yet not as focused on component of the higher education system that can be more accessible for students that may not otherwise have been able to access higher education due to financial or family or academic reasons. As a homeschool student that wasn't preparing for college my whole life, I wasn't prepared to have an academic background or the test scores that I would have needed to get into a university. I also started out in remedial math, so I can pretty confidently say I don't think I would have stepped foot in higher education if it weren't for community colleges as an option for me. And when students start out at community colleges, I believe that they are able to be every bit as successful as a four-year university student and going on to do great things. I'm just very passionate about community colleges and the students they serve. I previously had work experience within higher education settings, but it had all been at four-year institutions prior to my internship with the TLC. I had the student experience piece of knowing what it is to be a community college student, but I really wanted to gain some experience from a staff perspective. I obviously love Columbia State and have a special place in my heart for the Tutoring and Learning Center and the support that they had provided me. So I couldn't think of any institution where I would have rather gained that experience from. Once I finish my degree, my long-term goal is to work within a community college in a student support position, helping other students the way Columbia State helped me. The advice that I have for current or future college students would be communicate. Communicate with your professors or other members in your support system. If you have things going on in life that are impacting your ability to be fully present or to turn things in on time, a lot of times they want to know what's going on so that they can work with you and help you be successful. But also, I would say, don't hesitate to utilize support services like the Tutoring and Learning Center, because it can really make a difference in keeping you on track in your academics and helping you, have that out of classroom support.